What's good, everybody? It's your boy Mikey Prince, aka Kid with Game, and welcome to Hoop Nerds. And today I'm talking about these Boston Celtics and if they could win the East this season. Now, we already know that with LeBron James going to the West with the Lakers, that he will no longer be the king of the East, and there is a new hole to fill on who could be the king of the East. Now, this season, so far this offseason, we have seen some big moves going in terms of the Pacers. They got a lot better with the additions that they added to their team. We see the 76ers so far as they keep making trades as this offseason continues, and they're slowly getting better with adding some more shooting to surround the Ben Simmons and Joel Embiid. And of course, we've seen the Toronto Raptors making a trade for Kawhi Leonard, which makes them a lot better, assuming Kawhi Leonard can play and still be that two-way star that he was for the Spurs. Then they are in serious consideration to be the king of the East for next season. But however, we still cannot sleep on the Boston Celtics. The Boston Celtics last year made it all the way to Game 7 in the Eastern Conference Finals, and they were one game away from going to the NBA Finals, and they lost. Not only did they go to Game 7 in the Eastern Conference Finals, but they were able to go that far as well as the entire playoffs without their two best players in Kyrie Irving and Gordon Hayward. And because those two guys were out, we saw other players step up in terms of Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown, and Terry Rozier really stepped it up. So now in a new season, you bring all those guys back, all the breakout players that happened during the playoffs last year for them, and then you add stars. You bring back the stars that were injured in Kyrie Irving and Gordon Hayward, and now you have a very dominant team in these Boston Celtics. The Boston Celtics were the number 2 seed last year. They went extremely far, and they played the whole NBA season without Gordon Hayward. Then they did the whole playoffs without Gordon Hayward and Kyrie. You bring both of these two guys back on this team, and then you add the growth and development of a Jason Tatum. Another year where Jaylen Brown gets better. Terry Rozier is still your backup point guard. They just re-signed Marcus Smart, who you already know is a tough defensive player. So you bring all that back, as well as everybody that's already been on that team, and now you have to say if this team can make that push. Yes, the East did get a lot better in my opinion. The East this summer a few teams has been making a lot of good moves this summer to get better, to hold that new title of being the king of the East. But the Boston Celtics, even though they didn't make any huge moves, they did the biggest move that they're going to make is the fact that their two best players will be healthy and ready to play next season, and that makes a huge difference to them trying to be the king of the East. I personally feel that the Boston Celtics are still the team to beat. They are still the best team. That for the East, I think that yes, 76ers gotten better, yes, the Raptors gotten better, but until they could beat the Boston Celtics, a healthy Boston Celtics team is just on paper, and the way they play looks super dominant and super unbeatable. Not super unbeatable, but in terms of going to the NBA Finals. I think they could definitely make that push, and they could definitely do it this season. But let me know what you guys think. Can the Boston Celtics win the East? Are they the team to beat in the East? Who do you think is your team to beat in the East? Let me know in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up. If not, give it a thumbs down. And as always, if you're new to the channel, you like what I do here, this is called Hoop Nerds. Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel. And as always, I'll catch you on the next one. Enjoy the rest of your day. Nothing but love. Later.